Price elasticity of demand is a measure used in economics to show the responsiveness, or elasticity, of the quantity demanded of a good or service to a change in its price. We can use A/B testing to analyze whether a change in price impacts the quantity of a good or service as a result. Remember, A/B testing analyzes whether a change applied to an experimental group is statistically different from a control group. Measuring the impact of a change before applying it broadly can be useful in minimizing the potential negative impact of a change. For instance, if you're thinking of running a promotion, you would run a test on a subset of stores to determine if the promotion had a positive impact on profit. If the test showed positive results, you would roll out the changes to the rest of your stores. Let's work through a detailed problem. Imagine that you work for a chain of spas. You're part of a team looking for ways to increase the gross margin, and you've decided to experiment with the price of facials. Currently, your stores offer facials for $98.99, and you'd like to predict whether a change in price would yield greater gross margin. You've been asked to predict the gross margin change if the facials were offered at $87.99 or $76.99. We need to create an A/B test that will help us predict the gross margin change with different prices of facials, assuming that the average customer visits a store about once every 10 weeks. Remember the process for A/B testing? First, we'll select the treatment and control units. Then, we'll prepare and run the test. And lastly, we'll analyze the results.